It's like I have a fluoro green war stripe. Just one. Just one. Damn glasses. Hi YouTube and welcome to my world. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Welcome to my show when I can do whatever I want because it is my world, not yours. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my 4 favourite Netflix shows. One of my favourite TV shows on Netflix is Fuller House. Full House is an old 80s/90s American sitcom. I was actually a bit too young to have watched it as a kid, but have since rewatched it now that it's all on Netflix. For those of you who have watched Full House, pretty much there's a dad with 3 daughters and his brother-in-law and best friend move in, and the 3 men help raise these 3 daughters. So now, many years down the road, DJ now has 3 sons of her own, and now the middle sister and her best friend, Kimmy Gibbler, have moved in to help her raise her 3 boys. You know, I love a good sitcom. How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, Full House. When I saw that Fuller House was coming on Netflix, I was like, hell yeah, another sitcom. I think Fuller House is really clever because it takes a lot of the old and mixes it in with the new. A lot of the same scenarios, much farther in the future. So there were no mobile phones in the original, and now all the kids have their own phone, and it's the same story in a whole new world. And it's actually, it's a lot of fun. And that is why it is one of my favourite shows. Another favourite show that I love to watch is Orange is the New Black. It is a definite guilty pleasure. Pretty much Orange is the New Black takes place in a women's prison facility and pretty much is a bit about prison life. There's a lot of politics that go on. It's interesting, the groups and hierarchies that have formed within the prison. I was originally a bit shocked when I first watched it. I'd only just come out as gay when the opening scene is one woman's face in another woman's vajayjay. Not actually what I was expecting. I like it because it has tons of LGBTIQ plus etc. characters in it, and they're actually played by a lot of LGBTIQ plus etc. actors. I did not think that word was going to come out. And, you know, it also just has a really good storyline. You get really into it and really invested and really, you know, you're trying to pick a side. Which criminal are you more in love with and think is more right? But, you know, it's not actually just about them being criminals. It's about them being real people with real problems. It really sort of humanizes people in the prison system. Even though it's just a TV show, I actually have perhaps maybe more of an understanding for perhaps why someone might be in the prison system in the first place. But it is great fun and I love it. But it is great fun and I love just sitting down and just binge watching it until the season is out, and then I wait longingly for the next season to come. Another of my favourites that's only relatively new to Netflix, although don't know how old it is by the time I actually post this video, is the Santa Clarita Diet. I love this series and Drew Barrymore is a gem. She is funny and relatable and such a real person, and I think it translates into a lot of the characters that she plays as well. So this character is kind of real and really not at the same time. Pretty much in this show, Drew Barrymore becomes a zombie and therefore has to eat people to live. The thing is, the character she plays doesn't actually want to kill people because killing people is bad and they're good, responsible, respectable, civilized people. So her husband pull together and they only kill baddies to eat them because beef mincemeat from the supermarket is not good enough. I normally hate zombie movies, TV shows, anything with a passion, but this series is really funny and it's not that scary. And yeah, there's a bit of blood and stuff, but I don't care about that because she's not out to get me. This is pretty much a fun comedy about a family who also kills bad people to eat them. And that is why it's one of my favourite Netflix series. My last favourite Netflix series is One Day at a Time. No, seriously, that's what it's called. It is a relatively new sitcom about a Cuban-American family. There is mum with daughter, son living with grandma in their apartment in America somewhere. It is a funny show about typical life, work, school, family, the usual family sitcom scenarios. I love that whilst it talks about normal family stuff, it also focuses on some political, social, environmental issues that are like today's problems. Like right now. Ones that we're not talking about enough sometimes. In one episode, Elena, the daughter, her friend's parents get deported back to Mexico. And so there's this whole big conversation about the immigration laws in the world, but in particular in America right now. In another episode, Elena realizes that she is gay. And I think that's still a big issue today. Marriage equality is still not a thing in Australia. And all around the world, we're still having issues about LGBTIQ+ people being accepted and about them being treated with the same opportunities as everyone else. There's conversations about how her mum, who is a retired veteran, struggles with getting the benefits that she deserves as a veteran. There's conversations about the environment and what we're doing to look after the environment. And as someone like myself who is a feminist, who is all about equality of all people, regardless of sex, race, or religion, and someone who likes to do their best for the environment, I actually find this to be a really empowering TV show. But it's also really funny, and it's just about an ordinary, average American family. And that is why I love this show. Anyway, so that was my 4 favourite Netflix shows. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I feel like a zombie would always catch me. I would be zombie food in the first 2 minutes of the movie, or less. I would be like the opening scene to tell you that it's a zombie movie where the person just gets eaten straight away, because that's how unlucky I feel against zombies. Cray cray.